Okay, Rusty, the end of justice is where we are, is that right?
Right.
And injustice.
The end of, oh, well, let's get that right. Okay, the end of injustice.
The end of injustice, okay.
What then remains to be undone for you to realize their presence? Only this: you have a differential view of when attack is justified and when you think it is unfair and not to be allowed. When you perceive it as unfair, you think that a response of anger now is just. And thus you see what is the same as different. Confusion is not limited. If it occurs at all, it will be total. And its presence in whatever form will hide their presence. They are known with clarity or not at all. Confused perception will block knowledge. It is not a question of the size of the confusion or how much it interferes. Its simple presence shuts the door to theirs and keeps them there unknown.
Now, the their presence that you're talking about, what is that?
That's the Father and the Son, being able to see that you're one with your brother, you're both one with God. So their presence, and so an experience of peace, which would be an experience of their presence, comes when you never justify attack. And what he says, what then remains to be undone, which is what our whole journey is, right? We're undoing things that are blocking the presence, the awareness that they're present here and now, meaning we are one with each other and with God. So what remains? Only this. This is very important. You have this idea, we have this differential view of when attack is justified and when you think it is unfair and not to be allowed. We think attack can be justified. When you perceive it as unfair, you think then that your attack in response is justified. And that's what you got. We have to stop believing attack is ever justified, no matter what anyone's doing, whether they are attacking or loving. Our response is they're calling for love or they're giving you love. So what is, we always have the same response, love. Because they're either loving you, so they're returning it, or they're calling for it because they are misperceiving. And so that's why it says confused perception will block the knowledge that we are one with each other and that we are one with God. And confused perception is justification for attack. That's confused perception because there is no justification.
On this call for love, is it like, okay, I'm hearing you, you're upset, and I'm hearing that you have a call for love. Now, does it just follow that you just do forgiveness and say, there could be no loss, you're holy Son of God, you're thought of your daughter?
Well, we are directed in these calls for love, how to respond. We are of ourselves, would not know. And that's the point. The issue is, don't ever justify, if you have a sense that you want to defend yourself or attack, don't go there. Ask for what is this brother really calling for, and help, and ask the Holy Spirit to tell you, because we'll make up what love looks like, and it won't be at all what needs to be given at the time. And the first thing that happens is we want to respond with a defense when someone's attacking or we feel threatened. That's the thing we've got to get a hold of. And then we need to have guidance on how to answer the call, which is really asking for a miracle. What am I to give my brother so that I can have it? And it depends on the circumstance. It's different depending on what the need is. And it takes practice. That's why the workbook is all about that practice. Okay, then. Would you quit saying that, Karen? Practice. Okay, it's your turn. Is it your turn?